Hello, Cameron University. Administration looks to replant trees across campus.
The McMahon Centennial Complex nears completion.
These stories and more are up next on Top of the Hour.
Cindy Ross and the people connected to Cameron are building a better, stronger university with more depth, more capacity, the tools to give the students what they need to compete in this world.
Students soon will enjoy a new student union. Administration plans to open the McMahon Centennial Complex on the 22nd. The much-anticipated opening of the building looks to bring excitement to the campus. The bookstore plans to move all of its inventory into the building during the break. PAC and SGA will also move into the building. The MAC will provide students with a game room, food court, more space, and a ballroom that occupies 400 people.
Cameron says goodbye to printed enrollment schedules. The registrar sent an email earlier this week informing students and faculty of the new online schedules for fall and summer. Instead of picking up enrollment books, students can go online to look for available courses. The registrar says the move provides students with more accurate course offerings and saves money. You can log on to view the schedule. Go to www.cameron.edu/info/schedule.
Cameron administration looks for students to help on campus-wide project. President Cindy Ross announces the Replant Our Aggie Roots Campaign. The campaign is a one-time initiative asking for donations to help replant trees across campus. This year's winter wallop destroyed many of the trees on campus. If you are interested in donating to the campaign, you can either go on Cameron's website and search Replant Our Aggie Roots, or you can drop off your donations in the office of University Advancement located in the admin building.
Men's golf starts the spring season on a positive note. The team finished second at the Red River Intercollegiate Tournament. Rainy weather delayed the tournament for a day and a half, but the Aggies pulled out a solid performance. 4 players finished in the top 10 at the tournament. The team heads to Wichita Falls on the 23rd to play in the Midwestern State Invitational.
Spring break usually brings fun times for students. Spring break also marks a time of the year when students suffer from incidents and accidents that change their lives. This year, the Office of Student Housing encourages students to take precaution during spring break. Producer Michael Finch finds out what the organization did to inform students and help them enjoy a safe spring break.
I think it reminds them to be safe, as well as kind of gives them some pointers on how to do that.
The Office of Student Housing hosted CU at Safety Night on March the 9th. The event covered 4 areas: drunk driving, CPR, safe sex, and how to change flat tires. Oklahoma State Trooper Tyrone Dixon says students face those issues during spring break.
Primarily we see increased drinking, increased speed, and unfortunately a lot of individuals that do not wear their seatbelts.
Students received information about those different topics and also got hands-on learning. Highway Patrol made students walk and catch a ball while wearing drunk goggles. The American Red Cross helped students learn proper CPR techniques. Mechanics taught students how to fix flat tires, and some of the resident assistants showed a film and statistics on sexually transmitted diseases. Resident Assistant Simone Graves says student housing planned the event to help students become aware of those areas.
What we wanted to do is, since spring break was coming up next week, we thought it would be really smart to have a safety awareness program, and so we wanted to cover things like cars and how to change a tire, since we know that a lot of students will be traveling off campus.
Dixon says these type of events help keep the road clear of potential harm.
We find it necessary to let the younger generation know what lays out there, what lies before them out there in the real world, so to speak, and kind of have a preventive measure against that.
Reporting for Top of the Hour, I'm Michael Finch.
Banning smoking on campus continues to be a hot topic of discussion. Cameron Student Government Association entertained legislation referring to the ban. Now, the state Senate passed a bill giving the Board of Regents authority to ban smoking on college campuses. The bill also includes a fine for smokers who choose to break the ban. Reporter Alyssa Kinnair finds out how Cameron students feel about the legislation.
Smoking, you see it every day going to classes at Cameron University. CU has ash trash cans on campus grounds so students don't throw their butts everywhere and litter. But that still does not mean other students do not have to smell the smoke. Junior Rachel Ingle smokes, and she knows it bothers some people on campus when students light up in front of the building.
Right now, the places where smokers can smoke on campus, where like they have the little butt cans or whatever, is really close to the doors. And I understand, I see the looks people give whenever they walk out, and I completely understand.
This ban will put an end to the close-range smoking and the hazards of health towards students. However, if a student is caught smoking on campus, there can be a fine of $10 to $100.
If there is going to be a fine, I probably won't do it. Probably park off campus and smoke and then come back on campus. So I'm not going to need like my fix all the time, so I'm fine.
Oklahoma currently ranks 3rd in the nation in tobacco use.
Sports fans know certain colleges by the college's fan base. This season, Cameron looked to add its name to the mix. In an effort to increase attendance at home games, the athletics department started the Aggie Army. Top of the Hour finds out how successful the group was this year and how Cameron Athletics expect the Aggie Army to increase membership.
We want them to come to the game, cheer, have a good crowd, give us an advantage, but also offer something fun for the students.
Aggie Army ran through the start of volleyball season until the end of basketball. Athletic Director Jim Jackson gives a solid reason for not continuing Aggie Army through the spring schedule.
Cheerleading is getting ready for nationals, 6 sports competing, but then we have cross country's running in spring track, volleyball's working out in the off season, and then basketball just went into their individual workouts. So our manpower is very limited.
This marks the first year for the program. Like most new concepts, Jackson says Aggie Army suffered some growing pains during the seasons.
The results were not quite what I wanted because we saw that the same students were coming, and a lot of students that showed up even late in the season didn't know anything about it.
The department still provided fans with opportunities for prizes and free concession. According to Jackson, that's something Cameron Athletics takes pride in.
We do a good job, and I think our students, I can sense, I've been here 5 years, and I can sense the pride level of the Cameron Aggie students going up every year.
Jackson also believes the Aggie Army will grow as the teams grow to compete for Lone Star Conference playoff bids and championships.
You can market, you can sell, you can promote, but until you have that championship product, you're really beating your head against the wall. And we're going to get there. And I think when we get there, and when our teams, when our men and women's teams compete and our volleyball teams compete for a conference championship, I think you'll see that students will fill that side of the gym.
That is a sentiment Aggie fans can support.
Now, Jackson says he plans to continue with the student-based fan group next year. While the Aggie Army will not be around for the spring sporting events, Jackson says fans can expect fun interaction at the baseball and softball games.
Well, do you plan on going out to any of our spring sports this year?
Well, maybe baseball. I love baseball players. But what are you doing for spring break?
I plan on going on a road trip with a friend from student housing. What about you?
That sounds like a lot of fun. I plan on just being at home and going to work.
Right.
That's all I'm doing for spring break.
Speaking of work, the reason that you came and anchored today.
Because I work at KSWO.
Right.
And I want to see if I can do better than they can. I can't. So, but anyways, that ends this episode of Top of the Hour. To watch CUTV programs, go to YouTube and search CUInternetTV with no spaces. You can also watch This Week in SGA and In the Huddle.
For more news, pick up a copy of the Cameron Collegian, available on newsstands every Monday. For everyone in the CUTV studio, I'm Amanda Finch.
And I'm Jenyann Roig.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you at Top of the Hour.